this bar. It says an official website of the United States government. Here's how you know. That sounds reasonable, right? We want to make sure that person understands that he visits official website, not some scam or some private organization, right? It's a governmental website. The intention of placing it here is definitely good. But let's see what they say, because how we know it. Official websites use .gov. A .gov website belongs to an official government organization in the United States. That's correct. Absolutely. This is 100% legitimate statement, and that's something everybody should know, that you see .gov at the end, right here, you can trust it. The next part here. Secure .gov websites use HTTPS. A lock or HTTPS means you are safely connected to the .gov website. First of all, do you see the lock here? I do not. And I use Google Chrome, very popular browser, right? Yes. A while ago, we would see the lock here. Now we see here some buttons of view site information. We click on it, and only here we see this connection is secure. There is a lock, but it's not really visible. Not a lot of people, I guess, click on this button. So that statement about the lock is a bit misleading. The same thing with HTTPS. Do you see it here? No, only if you, not even if you click here. You need to click, then you need to kind of use an arrow. So only in that case, you see HTTPS and www part. Interesting, right? 10 years ago, browser would show the protocol. Browser would show the log. Now they don't show it. They hide it because it's not really important information according to browser developers. Of course, if it's not HTTPS website, right? If it doesn't use HTTPS, you will see some wording about that. But on the other hand, whatever is written here is simply inaccurate. And that may be a problem. Plus, HTTPS doesn't guarantee anything except that connection is secure. But it says nothing. It may actually say something, but like in common case, let's say that. In common case, for regular user, it says nothing about the owner of the website. It just says that connection is secure. So this thing is a bit misleading. About this part, imagine that I am a scammer. I'm not, but let's suggest that I am a scammer. What would I do? I could put this part, this bar with this link, and I would just replace .gov with something else. Right now we have so many domain zones, so I would try to find something what would be reasonable. For example, maybe I would use .us. It's American domain zone. It's something what other countries use for their kind of normal websites. So in Russia they would use .ru, in Italy they would use .it, etc. In America, we use .com. That's the default. There are some websites hosted in .us zone, but it's unusual. But on the other hand, it clearly says US, right? So if I would be scammer, I probably would create a website in that domain zone. And instead of .gov, I would write here .us. I would change language a bit, so it would not say like every governmental website uses it. I would say .gov or .us. That's official websites. That's what I would do if I would be scammer. Again, I don't want to give advice to scammers. I hope scammers don't watch my channel, but on the other hand, it's not like very complicated thought by itself, so I don't think I really help them. So this entire area was created with one simple purpose: to convince user that he's looking at the legitimate website. But on the other hand, this proof is not a proof of anything by itself. The real proof is .gov here, right here in the address bar. That's a proof, not this thing. I want to share a story. I understand it's a bit unrelated to websites, but still. And I grew up in Russia, and in the 90s, there was a big problem there. Fake vodka. Yes, in Russia there was problem with vodka. So, some manufacturers started to protect their production with some different things. For example, some holographic stickers. And they would build the entire marketing around these stickers. They would have TV commercials saying, look at the stickers. It's holographic. You turn the bottle, you see how things change. And that was very useful. That really worked. Why? Because it was very hard to create such sticker for illegal manufacturers. But now imagine something else. Imagine that instead of using these holographic stickers, they would use some regular stickers, something anyone could print. But they would be saying, yeah, we put this sticker and it says that this vodka is legitimate. Would it be efficient? No, it actually would be even worse than no sticker, because person will go buy vodka with that normal sticker, would see, okay, they said it's legitimate vodka. So person will be less aware about what are other signs of fake vodka, right? They would just rely on the sticker. And this bar here, it's that type of sticker. It's not approved by itself. It just says that this website is legit. And it gives people impression that such bar actually a guarantee of something. So that's the reason why I dislike it very, very much.